Hello guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am going to be doing I'm going to be doing a video. This video is the part 2 of the other video that I did talking about the apartment that I got here in Germany. And in this video I'm just going to show you like what I did with the apartment so far, and I'm going to share the details, the price, and so on and so forth. So let's get started. So first of all, the last time I started from the entrance, and please ignore the trash. I'm taking out the trash. Today is Sunday and I'll take out my trash later. I just kept it there. So this is what I did so far with the entrance. We remember this was completely like empty, and then I had to get some bulbs. I got this bulb from like IKEA. I don't really like it, but for now this is what it is. And then oh yeah, the next place I showed was the bathroom. Yeah, so this is what I did so far with the bathroom, and yeah, this is what I did with the bathroom space. Yeah, this place, remember, was where I told you what the washing machine is. So this is where it's very functional, and here's the bathtub. This is the bathtub. So far pretty much straightforward like that. And yeah, and then we get to the kitchen. Sorry, my kitchen is a bit cooking. Yeah, so for the floor, remember that it doesn't come with tiles, it's completely concrete. So I was just able to get like pieces of rug from my old apartment, and then I use them as the flooring for my house. Like if you notice, that's like literally, I'll show you around like what I'm doing, because getting flooring is really expensive. So with rugs, I kind of like, you know, save money on getting like wooden floors and all. So here is the sink. So let me explain. I got this sink from IKEA. I got it like I think 100 and something euros or so, and it's very functional, guys, because I was looking for something like, if you look at the whole kitchen, it's not like your regular kitchen. It's kind of like unfitted is the word, unfitted, because getting like a full kitchen from IKEA and so on would mean that I have to get someone to kind of like install them. And here, you know, what is it called? Hardmanship or manual labor is very expensive. So I was looking for something that I can do by myself without any help from anyone, and pretty much I think I like it. Like I just got shelves, I had my cooker, my fridge and stuff, and it pretty works for me. My dining set, and then this is like an actual clothes cabinet, but I just use it like for storage of my plates and stuff and other things. And yeah, so this is the kitchen. If you can remember how it was before, maybe I may put a video of it before so you can see the comparison of what I was able to achieve with it so far. Most of my furniture I got from IKEA because I mean it's reasonable, you know. So let's go to the other room. So this is the room, actual room. This room is just like this. I'll explain later why it's like this. This is actually not my room. This is going to be a room for, I will explain later when I'm explaining other things. So far this is like what it's like. This is what I was able to do with the room. It's pretty sizable. I haven't gotten furniture like bed and stuff. Ignore my uniform on the floor. Yeah, so this is just basically like what I did with it. Rug again, because like I said, flooring is expensive. And then this is actually my room, but I divided it into two. This is the living room, but I divided it into two because I actually wanted like a room, like I want 2 rooms. Reason I'll explain later. So this I divided into 2, like if you can see from here, like I divided into 2. So this is actually my living room. I really don't have visitors, so I really don't care really how it looks. But for me, this is what I was able to do with it by demarcating it into 2. And should I stand from here maybe? Okay, so living room on check. Again, furniture from IKEA, nothing much basically. So this is what the living room looks like. Then this is my actual sleeping space, or this thing room. This is my room, and pretty much basic stuff like so. Maybe stand at another angle. Yeah, so this is what my room looks like. And then the corridor, if you remember, like I told you about, the cool part about the house is the corridor. I love this space here. I can just like chill, relax, enjoy the outdoor space. And because I stay on the ground floor, it's pretty much so easy to just kind of like enjoy the outdoor space, you know. And that's really like, this is the best part for me living in this house, is the supermarket, literally my neighbor. So cool. And that's an apple tree with some apples on the floor. I think we can see them. And then there's somewhere there's like a basketball court. If you can see it there, that's a basketball court. That's like super, super cool. I don't play basketball, but because it's there now, I'm gonna wanna try to learn. Oh, so, okay guys, so so let me now to the price. I know this is the part that you guys really want to know about. So before I get into the price, I would like to explain the layout of the house. So it's a it's a one room and parlor. But the reason why I was saying I was going to explain like why the other room is the way it is, and why I'm actually sharing the living room and having like dividing it into two for myself, is because I am a single parent. I've not mentioned this before. I have a son. He's still in Nigeria. I'm still waiting for him to join me by the grace of God. So hopefully soon. So the reason why I wanted the other room was for him. And then I have this space because I really don't like sharing the same room with my child for privacy. So it really works for me this way, and I like it. I don't really have a lot of guests, so I really don't care that I'm dividing my living room into this way, basically. And then for the house itself, I got the house not from the student in Beck. I am, however, still a student. I'll be done with my master's thesis like in a couple of months. But this house is actually not from the students in body or the student body. It's actually directly from the government, which is such a blessing. It's such a blessing because I prayed for this house. I applied for this house when I was desperately looking for a new place in like over a year ago, about almost a year and a half ago, and I couldn't get a place. I was so frustrated, guys. So frustrating. To get a house in Göttingen, Germany is crazy. I don't even want to go into details. But something spectacular happened to me, and I always like to refer back to God and always give God the glory for everything. In my frustration, I had a dream. And in that dream, the Lord shows me like a room and a parlor, and He shows me like the layout of the house. So I walk in, I was like, wow, such a beautiful house. How much is it? In the dream, they said the house was 500 euros a month. And I was like, there is no way this kind of house is going to go for like 500, because already in real life, like in my waking life, I was looking for apartment, and all the ones I was seeing in that range were like studio apartments, very horrible. So this kind of apartment will probably go in real life for like 800, 900. And I was like, God, I mean, you're capable of doing anything. Do you know, lo and behold, this apartment, when I walked into this apartment, the layout was the exact layout that I saw in my dream over a year ago. And guess what? The rent is actually 500 and just a little over 550. But my God, this is such a miracle. This kind of housing is the housing that you get from the States, is the kind of housing that you can live here for like as long as you are in Germany if you want to stay here. I can live here for 20 years, 30 years. People live here all their lives, you know, and that's it. Like, it is that stable. So I hopefully wouldn't be moving anywhere for the time being. except something changes or God moves me from here for something. I wouldn't say I'm planting myself here, because God works in mysterious ways, and he could say, Ruby, I want you to go somewhere to another city for something else, and I will just have to leave the apartment. But until that happens, I'm not moving anywhere anytime soon. So this is a very permanent place. So this house is going for 550. Like I showed you earlier, it has like 2 kellers, one in the apartment and one outside, and then it comes with an elevator, but unfortunately or fortunately, whatever, I don't actually stay on the top floor, so I don't actually need the elevator. But regardless of whether I am using it or not, I have to pay for using it. So the truth is that the actual rent is 350. The remaining is inclusive of utilities. That's like the gardening, the cleaning of the outside space. I said security, there's no need for security here. And so many what is it called? Maintenance fees for the building itself. So that's what the extra money is for. So the real rent for this big apartment over like 50 something square meters is actually 340. So by the time I do all of that, paid utilities and everything, it comes up to 550. So that's it, guys. Like, this is it for me. Like, I'm so grateful to God for this apartment, and I hope that you find something if you're coming to Germany. I will give you a tip and advice on, aside from God being so favorable to me to help me to get this apartment, I obviously like put in some kind of work. God just made it work out. So you could actually, for me in my city in Göttingen, I went to the website. I think I would probably attach the website name so that you could go if you're in Göttingen. I really don't know about other cities. You could check your city and try what I'm going to say. So you go to, for me it was Statistisch Göttingen. So I went to their website, I just filled the form that I'm interested in looking for a house or apartment. I put in the price details, I put in the size I'm looking for, and so on. And I just sent in the application and completely forgot about it. But I kept looking for like other apartments, from direct owners. So gracefully, God in his mercy made a way for me, because even some people have been contacted by this company that, oh, we have a house for you, and then they withdraw the offer. But for me, everything was so easy, so straightforward. They offered me the apartment, I paid for the house, I paid for my deposit, and then they just handed me over my keys at the right time. Everything was just perfect and whatever. So if you're looking for this kind of house where you don't have to be jumping from houses to houses or working directly with individual owners or tenants, you should try looking for a house under the state. And with that, it's a permanent contract. It's not, when I say permanent, I don't mean like you're stuck here, but it means that you can be here for as long as you want. It's not like individual landlords that probably give you a 2-year lease or 3-year lease, and the rent here doesn't like change that one day the landlord is saying, oh, I'm increasing it to so amount. It will take over maybe 4 or 5 years before that probably happens. So that's the good thing about getting a property or a rental property from the state, and it's always cheaper than the regular houses you get directly from the landlords. So that's my tip for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for sharing my apartment with me. Hopefully I see you in another video. I have some things to share, but not in this video, probably in another video. Thank you and bye.